Hi everybody, it's a beautiful summer day. We just got back last night from our almost 3-week summer vacation. We had a great time, but whenever you leave, things break, and this vacation was no different. This is my daughter's toilet, her commode, and after she flushed, she noticed water coming out at the bottom of the tank down there. And I have some old towels here that I'm going to bring over to demonstrate. The water's full. I pulled off the seat just to make it easier to see, but we're going to flush and watch down here. Okay, so we have a leak, and in between the water tank and the actual lower part of the toilet, there is a gasket, and that has failed. And you can pick these up from almost any big box store like Menards, Home Depot, Lowe's, maybe even Walmart. I haven't tried those. You see the black stuff down there because we have well water, and over the years the tanks get a little piece of sand here, piece of sand there, but when you flush and it leaks, you see a whole bunch come out. So we are going to take off that gasket and get a new one on there. Anytime you do anything with the toilet, the first thing you want to do is turn off the water supply, and it's filling, so you'll hear it shut off. The water supply is turned off with that one valve. I'm going to take the lid off the tank and look down there. It's about half full, so I'm going to flush one more time. And I'm holding the plunger down to make sure as much water can get out of the tank as I can. I'm going to take a minute and use towels to get up the mess. I'm just going to use a sponge. You squeeze a sponge, put it in the bottom of the water, let it fill up. Pull it out, squeeze it out. Just wanted to show you, we've got all the water out of there. Okay, I got it loosened. There might be some more residual water to come out of here. Always have a shop towel or a Toledo. And there's that little bit of water I talked about. Okay, that's disconnected. Once that's disconnected, it's time for some working towards the stick moves, and we see under the left side here a bolt with a washer, and that holds the tank on. There's another one on the other side. They're okay taken off, but just remember when you put them back on not to over tighten them, because you can crack your porcelain. And I'm going to work this left and right. Left up. And now that I can get back there, I'm going to wipe it. Whenever you do any kind of commode or toilet work or plumbing, it's a good chance to clean things up. And this is kind of funny. I forgot the girls' bathroom used to be a light yellow color, and we repainted it pink. But you can see where we couldn't reach around the tank, so that's been a good 10 years. Put this here to show you. Here is the bottom of the tank, and this is the faulty, or what I think is the faulty gasket. And when I pull it off, clearly it has seen better days. This one's rubber, and I already went to the store and I showed you the footage earlier, and I picked out a couple. Wasn't sure what size this was, but we're going to go ahead and see which one it matches. I got 2 different sizes. Normally you'd pull this apart and then go to the store, but we were already out and about. So I got 2. I got a Corky standard number 2 or 2 inches. And then the Corky size large, 3 inches. And for Kohler toilets, usually the one-piece toilets are the less common. They use a 2-inch, and it doesn't fit that. So for the 2-piece toilets, a 3-inch there, and this came in a kit. We're just going to use the gasket itself, and this right around $10, I believe. And here's the piece I wanted. And I think they sell this alone, but I didn't see it at the store today, so they might have just been out of stock. So here it is, and you can see it's got a large outer flanged piece that should fit around here. And I think it's going to, but I have to, again, zoom in. I'm going to use one of my wash racks, these old dog towels, I keep calling them, to wipe this down, just get a good seal. If you take all this apart, there's a special wrench you need to buy to get this giant bolt off, or this giant nut. But I don't need to do that. I'm just going to go ahead and put this on. It fits like that. And now we just reverse everything. I'm going to hold this under, turn it around, put it in place, make sure it seats well, and then I'm going to put those bolts or those nuts and washers back on. I took a little break to work on some stuff, but this is on there now. It's going to be held on with the weight of the tank, and then we're going to secure it with these bolts that go through. So the challenge right now is to lift up the tank, position it, and let gravity compress it to make the seal. So I'm going to lift it up, turn it around, probably weighs about 10 or 15 pounds, and set this carefully. Switch hands here. So with one hand I'm holding the gasket, and that doesn't feel right, so I'm going to pull it up again. Yeah, that looks funny. Okay, you can kind of see how it shimmies left and right. I feel like I got it in there straight. I'm going to get down and eyeball it. Yeah, I'll put the camera down here. There's no kinks. There's no one end deeper than the other. I'll show you. That's with the light on. You can see the black plastic that was attached to the tank, and then the gasket there. All right, putting the washer and the nut back on right here. That is going to go, let's see if I can see it down there, show you. Right there. Again, don't over tighten. Work left to right. I'll do this quick time so I don't bore you, but let's hit it. Once you've got the tank secured and the gasket in place, we're going to go ahead and reattach the water line. First hand tighten and then give it a couple snugs with the wrench. Almost done. Turn the water on. You can hear it. Let's see what it's doing. It's filling up. The tank is full. Now we're going to do a test flush and look for any kind of leaks. Try that a couple times, put the tank back on, or the tank lid back on, we're done.